When your wife was pregnant with your child, how much did you think about the fact that you wanted to breastfeed your child? You didn't want to let your wife do it, that it was more important that you were allowed to breastfeed her?
Well, obviously the answer is like I spent no time thinking about that, but they are arguing now about which breastfeeding type milk is better, a man's chest or a woman's breast.
Well, this is why I asked, because in England, National Health Service of England has put out a report now that they're saying that the breast milk from trans men is just as good for babies as is a biological woman's milk.
Okay, so this is the problem with our society and our government and our president, is that there's nobody who wants to step up and say, this is absurd. This is not science. This is not fact. This is not reality. Stop lying to everybody.
Well, one of the Tories from Labour MP, Rosie Duffield, said, babies can't be used as guinea pigs for someone else's lifestyle choice. When a man has not and cannot grow a baby, why on earth are we pandering to this? Who does it benefit? So who does it benefit that you're going to pump these men with all these drugs to try to make them replicate some sort of boob that they can get milk out of? And even if they can replicate the breast tissue and whatnot, it's not enough for a baby to survive even for a day. Why are we doing this fucking madness?
I don't know why we are supporting this, but it's the people who are doing this, who are promoting this, and are generating the promotion. They're making money from it. Okay,
who's making money?
Just like the homeless people are making money by keeping people homeless, like all these homeless organizations, they get a cut of everything that comes in. These trans people, what these organizations are making, like Black Lives Matter, they make a ton of money, they buy mansions, and then the people who really need it don't get it.
But they represent such a small part of the population. Trans people aren't that big of a population.
Yeah, but
why do they have such a voice?
Because whoever is behind this madness, is and supporting it everyone's making money off of it. Until lately, with the Bud Light and everything, now people are seeing, oh, this trans thing, this equity thing, it's actually going to blow up in our face, so we better get back to reality now. People are just following, they're like sheep.
So what happens when they try to push this onto people, which is what they're basically trying to do? I mean, what shocked me, listen to this quote. This was when they got a statement about it. A spokesman for the University Hospital in Sussex NHS Foundation said, we stand by the facts of the letter, which said that we're going to allow trans men to breastfeed baby, and cited the evidence supporting that.
Okay, we would like to see that evidence, because usually the evidence that they're talking about isn't evidence. It's stuff that has been manufactured and twisted in order to establish a conclusion that they want to make.
And they're saying that the term human milk is meant to be neutral and not gender-based. It's complete bullshit. It's madness.
It's complete madness. And I don't know if you wanted to talk about this or not, but let me just quickly segue to the AI in Google when they were asked about our founding fathers and what they look like, and they come up with people who are black and Chinese and this and that. They are totally
rewriting history,
revisionist history, fracturing history. Destroying reality.
But this is no different than them getting rid of the statues, Robert E. Lee and whatnot. Keep the statues. If you want to add context, put a plaque that gives it context. At this time, this is the way the world was. It doesn't change history. It doesn't change the facts.
Absolutely. It's tragic that we allowed all of that nonsense to happen, but that was during the whole Black Lives Matter thing, and we're repressed, so we now have to, peaceful protests that involve destroying property.
But what do you do with AI? With AI, it's going to especially appeal to younger people who are going to think that is history. They're going to think Hamilton, the stage show, is history. How do you combat that?
Oh,
especially if you've got people that don't want to speak the truth, who don't want to stick to facts, who don't want to stick to history. You got parents, I don't want to change how my Johnny feels about the world. Fuck off.
Look, where are all the people who are so concerned about misinformation and disinformation, in social media? This is the biggest disinformation that you could possibly imagine right in our face. And why isn't everybody saying to Google, shut the F up? And
I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not going to take this anymore.
I don't know what they have to say. It makes no difference anyway. Whatever it is, I'm against it. No matter what it is or who commenced it, I'm against it.